Today I'm here to talk to you about kind of a cool device that is available for those who are using continuous flow oxygen. Um, and I got two examples here with me today. These are called oxymizers, and we're going to go through what they do, what they can be used for, and just some general information in regards to using them. So an oxymizer is a special kind of nasal cannula that allows you to actually get more oxygen flow off of a continuous flow concentrator. And there's two main types. This one right here is a pendant style. As you can tell, it looks like a pendant. It would sit kind of close to your chest. And then we also have a mustache style. And you can see why they would call that. So that would actually sit right underneath your nose. Um, just like a mustache. So how a oxymizer works is you're going to connect this to a constant flow source of oxygen, whether that's a tank or a portable concentrator that's able to do it. And then you're going to, of course, put the other end into your nose. And what it's going to do is it's going to use the back pressure from you exhaling to fill this air bladder full of oxygen. So that way, the next time that you inhale, you're actually going to get more oxygen. So it's a very, very clever trick that they are able to use to increase the flow of either your oxygen tank or your portable concentrator. You can use it on an in-home as well. Just any device that has constant flow capability. So let's break down just kind of the typical anatomy of breathing. So you're going to have two different cycles. You're going to have your inhalation and your exhalation. So on your inhalation, you are taking in oxygen from either the room air, or if you're on oxygen tanks or portable concentrators, you're taking in that enriched oxygen from that device. So when you exhale, if you're on continuous flow oxygen, that is just going to get wasted. What these oxymizers are able to do is store that excess oxygen in that air bladder. That way, the next time you inhale, you're actually getting more oxygen. So these oxymizers are able to do a couple things for our patients. So number one is if you are on the highest level of oxygen on a portable concentrator, you can actually get more off of these. So let's say you're using the Liberty 2 device on a setting of 2. You're going to actually be able to get up to 4 liters of oxygen off that device using an oxymizer. So that's giving flexibility to a lot more people who are needing oxygen at higher settings to have a lot smaller device. The next good thing that they're able to do is actually decrease the amount of oxygen that you're using. So if you're either on an oxygen tank or if you're on an oxygen concentrator, you can lower the setting that it's on and actually almost double or in sometimes even triple the amount of oxygen that you're even getting off of it. That means longer time off of your batteries or longer time off your tanks that you're using. On very low settings of constant flow oxygen, it can double and sometimes triple the amount of oxygen that you can receive. And as you do increase the setting of your portable concentrator or tank, it does get less efficient. That's just because of the dimension of the tubing and the capacity of the actual oxymizer itself. So typically up to about setting of 2 liters continuous flow, it's going to be able to double the liter flow. And after that, it's going to start to drop off. So let's say you have a 3-liter continuous flow concentrator or tank. That's going to be able to get you up to about 5.5 liters of oxygen. Again, we always do recommend using a pulse oximeter to monitor your oxygen levels while using any sort of oxygen device. But especially when you're using something like this, you want to just be watching it a little bit more carefully just to make sure that you are on the correct setting for your oxygen needs. As always, if you have any other questions in regards to oxymizers or any other oxygen equipment or concentrators, you can always call us here at Main Clinic Supply.